Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. I am a bearer of good news today. Yes, even though we are in the midst of the international break, and that's not a great time for most of us, however, we are pulling through. It's already Wednesday, so a week and a half to go, and we get our Chelsea back. But in the meantime, we are doing daily videos, and I was hoping that some good news would pop up to, up the mood a little bit, and today it has. So I'm going to get into the details very shortly, but before I do, I want to ask you guys, if you are new, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded, and smash the like button for me. Let's try and get to 7,000 likes. That is the target. As always, we almost done it 3 days ago or something, so we're getting there. I appreciate your support. Thank you all so much, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Straight after this is uploaded, I will be doing a FIFA stream. FIFA 21, we go back to FIFA. Yesterday's stream was very, very, very enjoyable. Thank you to everyone that sent in questions, and in the end, we reacted to AFTV, Mark Goldbridge. We had a bit of fun. So, yeah, that was good. Today, FIFA, make sure you are following me on Twitch. That way you get notified when I am streaming, and then join the party. Now, let's get into it. Today, I've got two things to talk about. One is this. Kai Havertz aiming to replicate Frank Lampard's impact at Chelsea. I heard about this, and I heard he done an interview and he spoke, and some very positive words, but that headline itself isn't the kicker, right? The kicker is that Havertz chose Chelsea over Bayern Munich. The Chelsea project was more attractive to Kai Havertz than going to Bayern Munich. I mean, that tells you everything you need to know, not just in terms of his mindset and where he is and what he wants to achieve, but the ability of Chelsea to be able to pull such a player, Frank Lampard, and his skills in luring the player to the bridge. Those factors are, a big part to play in making this deal happen. And you remember how long it took to get Kai Havertz to sign on the dotted line. It took about a year and a half, yeah? Or at least it felt like it. But, it was a big relief when we managed to get him a total of £71 million. He's 21 years old. He's got a big future. But let's hear what he actually had to say. So this is from the article that was publicised today, saying, Kai Havertz says he favoured a move to Chelsea this summer because of the club's vision and is aiming to replicate Frank Lampard's impact at Stamford Bridge. The 21-year-old moved from Bayer Leverkusen to Chelsea in a £71 million deal in September, but Bayern Munich also had a strong interest in the midfielder, who was rated as one of the best young prospects in the Bundesliga. Havertz, however, admits he was swayed by Chelsea's ambitions and plans to win the Premier League title with a young attacking side. It's good to hear, isn't it? It's good to hear. We're really going places, man. Chelsea, it does feel like it's going in the right direction, doesn't it? All right, let's hear what Kai himself has to say. This is it. It was important to me to have a club with a vision, Havertz told Sport Bild. An exciting change is taking place. We are a young team with many great players. We think offensively. We want to build something up here and attack. That motivates me a lot. And then it is a title with Chelsea is worth a lot more. Havertz also says that the prospect of learning from Lampard was a key factor behind his decision to join Chelsea. I was always impressed with his scoring threat, said Havertz. I found that outstanding for a midfielder. That's what I want to measure myself against. The fact he was so successful and at the same time so personable impresses me. He goes on to say, well, that's the way football market works. I can't help it. That's why I don't put any emphasis on it. I want to play football well. I don't have my transfer fee in my head when I go out onto the pitch. And that was obviously in reference to the 71 million that he is worth. And that's a big thing in today's game. Players are given massive price tags and it just adds to pressure. But in reality, that person, that footballer, all he can do is just go on the pitch and play football. He doesn't think about, I'm worth this much, I need to perform like a world-class player. He's not going to do that. He's just going to go onto the pitch and do his best, But it's added pressure having that big price tag thrown on you. But that's nothing a player can do. It's thrown about by the inflated fees, by the media, by agents, by clubs. The whole lot, and the poor player, not the poor player, players are flipping loaded, but anyway, you get my gist. Havertz can't help how much he costs. But everything else he said in relation to him wanting to be like Frank Lampard, the motivation he gets from seeing what Frank Lampard achieved at Chelsea, and now he's the manager. He has the perfect guidance in order to excel as a midfielder. Havertz, it's as a 21-year-old especially, and this is why I'm telling you guys, I can't wait for him to return when he comes back from injury. But when he comes back from quarantine or after the international break, when he's, back to his best, he's ready to go. I can't wait to see what he's going to do, especially with Hakim Ziyech on his side, Timo Werner in front of him, Pulisic on the other side. I mean, it's going to be extravagant. It's going to be wonderful. And I have to say, it's good exposure for someone like Mason Mount. When you look at Mason Mount, even though Kovacic is going to be an option to play in that position, but now that we have a 4-3-3 system, and in effect we will have Mason Mount and Kai Havertz, or Kovacic and Kai Havertz, but playing as the eights, that means that Mason Mount is playing in his position, which is what we've all been screaming for, but that's the perfect scenario for him. Now he has someone like Kai Havertz next to him, who is, near enough the same age, but Kai Havertz is already, at a certain level. That should give more motivation and more, drive for Mason Mount to try and replicate what Havertz is doing and learn, And down the line, it's going to be very interesting. The project at Chelsea at the moment is very attractive. Very attractive. And Kai Havertz has put it absolutely perfectly. And I'm astonished that he actually did have options of Chelsea and Bayern Munich and chose Chelsea. That's not an easy thing to do. It's a risk. He went with the risk, and I hope it pays off. And we're very happy he chose, and it shows that he's he's hungry and he cares, and he's going to give his all for the badge, and that's what we want from our players, don't we? Now, that's Kai Havertz. The other piece of news that has come in today is from Fabrizio Romano. Yes, we're back. We're back to quoting Fabrizio Romano. It's only been how long since the transfer market ended, but anyway, it's nice to quote him again. He spoke on his podcast, the Here We Go podcast, and he spoke about a certain Kurt Zouma. This is what he's had to say. Chelsea will soon negotiate a new contract extension for Kurt Zouma. Player is very happy at the club. Frank Lampard is happy with him and sees his new leader as the future of the club. I have to say, I know Zouma's got a little bit of criticism lately, especially for the couple of mistakes that he's made in, the last few games. Not necessarily the last couple of games, but before that, Southampton and onwards, and the whole defensive malarkey that we had where we thought, oh my God, we haven't got a defence. And part of that was because Zouma did make a couple of mistakes to concede a couple of goals. And we were all worried. But since then, and since we've managed to find our balance, not only just Kurt Zouma, but him alongside someone like Thiago Silva, the whole back line, Mendy, just defensively, we've looked so much more better. And Kurt Zouma, I have to say, for what he's gone through at Chelsea Football Club, he's not a new lad. We have to acknowledge this. Even though he is 26 years old. But you have to acknowledge, from when Mourinho returned the second time, Zouma's been at Chelsea, right? We remember the 14-15 season. Zouma played a part in that alongside John Terry, if you remember. How long ago was that? 6 years ago, roughly, 2020, 2014, 15, 5-6 years ago, he was 21 years old. Now he's 26, and he's finally reaching his peak. He's finally breaking in and becoming one of the main men in this Chelsea team. And it's very nice, because it wasn't easy for him. He went out on loan. We saw him at Stoke. We saw him at Everton. He done very well at Everton, but he's come back to Chelsea, and at a time where we thought, it doesn't look very likely. It doesn't look likely he's going to break into this team. We might have to get rid. Frank Lampard has given him the opportunity, and he's thriving now. He's playing a lot better. He's doing very, very well, and now he's going to be rewarded with a new contract. And I have to say, for me, I agree with this. I know some are still skeptical in terms of Kurt Zouma, but I'm not. I think Kurt Zouma holds the perfect personality, the perfect attitude. He's a tank. He's a beast. When he goes in, he goes in. We know this. And I just feel he has all the attributes to succeed. And I pray that now he's alongside Thiago Silva, they both speak French. They both get along. They look fantastic at the moment, especially with the balance that we found in the team. Kurt Zouma looks a lot more secure. I feel that when Thiago Silva does step aside and we, bring in someone someone new to the back line, whether it's going to be Tomori or whether it's going to be Mbuyamba, if we've forgotten about him, the lad that we've signed from Barcelona, who is now in the development squad. He is on his way up. But whenever we introduce someone new, Kurt Zouma is going to be the main man. And do I trust him? Absolutely. And it's clear that Frank Lampard does as well. And the fact that he's calling him his new leader, I think we got a new potential captain in the works. After Thiago Silva steps out of the way, next season, the season after, maybe Zouma will be given that armband. Maybe. And yeah, he's worked hard. He's gritted hard. I'm very happy for him. If he gets that new contract, I'll be very happy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree with Kurt Zouma being offered a new deal? Would you be happy with that? Do you think he's not up to it? You know, do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And do let me know what you think on Kai Havertz's comments and the fact that he chose Chelsea ahead of Bayern Munich. You know, that is what we want to see. Are Chelsea becoming a big club again? You know, and by big club, I don't mean the fact that we are already a big club. I mean, you know, winning things year in, year out, Champions League semi-finals on the regular. Maybe we go on to the final. Maybe we even win it. Are we starting to reach that level again? Hopefully very soon. Let me know if you think we are, or if you don't think we are. I would love to hear your opinions. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Hit the like button, and let's get to 7,000 likes. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Follow me on Twitch stream straight after this upload. Let's play FIFA. Let's get into it. I know some of you wanted to see Ultimate Team. I'm going to think if I do an Ultimate Team stream today. I might do that. Hop over there and we'll see how we get on. I'll see all of you there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care and peace.